Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. So as you can see, the price of Bitcoin is holding its ground around this 43,000 range. Now, what does this actually mean? Is it a sign of weakness that we are witnessing right now, or is this just a manipulation that is going on? Because today, before I talk about this right angle broadening wedge, I want to quickly talk about this Wyckoff's accumulation phase that we talked on my yesterday's video, because we were aware when the price of Bitcoin broke out of this resistance, we started this new price movement here to the upside, and we also said maybe we are in this phase E area before price again starts showing this another impulsive movement here to the upside. But now, as we can see, the price is seeing this more of a shakeout around this range, because according to the Wyckoff, if we are actually inside this phase E, then you can see, guys, setbacks such as shakeouts and more typical reactions are usually short-lived. This is also indicating we will be seeing some shakeout on our way. And also, guys, if you look at this new higher level trading range comprising both profit taking and accumulation of additional share or reaccumulation by large operator can occur at this point E, and this means, right, maybe we are being manipulated or the whales are shaking out weekends before we start again this new movement here to the upside. But I want to be very, very clear. For the price of Bitcoin to still remain bullish, what we have to do is we have to remain above this 43,000 support range at any cost, because for us, around this 43,000, this is the most important line we have to hold at this current stage. Because right now, if this movement is just going to be temporary, where the price of Bitcoin will again start this new movement after this retracement in this manner, then we can see, guys, the price of Bitcoin here could be also trapped inside this descending channel. Because if you monitor the price movement around this descending channel, we can see very, very clearly, guys, the price here found resistance at the upper line areas, and also the lower line acted as a support. So right now, if this is going to be a descending channel support, where the price could be also forming this bull flag, because the support for the bull flag must not be lower than the 43,000, and if the support does remain, then we could be actually heading towards this upper line area from this descending channel or bull flag. But for this to happen, the price is not allowed to break below this 43,000 support line. And the reason why I'm actually talking about this bull flag here, even though I'm aware the price of Bitcoin is showing this retracement and holding its ground around this 43,000, is because if you look at this example from bullish flag, right, you can see consolidation or more of a range bound type of scenario. Price sees this new impulsive movement, again corrective movement, forming this descending channel, trapped inside that, right? And once the price breaks out of this upper line, or also once the price finds support at the lower line area, it usually starts this new trend here to the upside. So if this is going to be the exact scenario also in our case, then we know the price of Bitcoin is not allowed to close below this 43,000 range. And if the support is going to be there, then we could also expect some sort of a movement here playing in this manner, impulsive movement, corrective movement, and again this continuation happening. So let's see if the bulls are going to defend this 43,000 support or not, because right now, not just only the accumulation phase or this bull flag type of scenario is pointing out that support around this 43,000 is a must hold support, but also right angle broadening wedge. Because if we look at the price movement inside this body of this right angle broadening wedge, the upper line area acting as a resistance, lower line or this falling trend line acting as a support. Point A, point C is a resistance, point B and D is our support line. And if you look at the price movement or monitor the price movement, this is playing out very, very accurately. And that is the reason right now, even though I am aware we are seeing this retracement again around this 43,000, but if the 43,000 support is going to be there, then guys, you can see here, but if the 43,000 support is going to be there, then guys, you can see here the price of Bitcoin, right? If it's going to be a support around this 43,000, then we are also expecting the price of Bitcoin to see more of a range bound and slowly head towards the top of this right angle broadening wedge. Because if you look at the right angle broadening wedge example, this pullback here, exactly just like as shown here in the example, should not be lower than the point B area, and in our case the point B support was around 43,000, and this is why I am actually showing you that this 43,000 support must be held at any cost. And if the price does manage to stay above this 43,000, right, consolidate some more and slowly head towards this upper line area, we are absolutely fine with that. Because if we do that, right, and if the, let's say, bulls are going to defend this territory on this 43,000 and we are going to see a breakout, then in that case, according to this right angle broadening wedge, you can see our upward price target is going to be between this 47,000-48,000 range. So that is the reason why we want the Bitcoin bulls to defend this 43,000 support at any cost. Because if we break below this 43,000 and the daily is also going to close below that, then this is going to invalidate all the bullish scenario. For example, this right angle broadening wedge, this bull flag, and also the Y curve accumulation phase. And that is not what we want to see happening. So let's see whether the price of Bitcoin is going to defend this territory or the support around this 43,000 or not. And beside this one here in a 4-hour time frame and also in a hourly time frame, what I just showed you, right? If we look at this price movement in a daily time frame using this descending broadening wedge and the CPR indicator, in the past Bitcoin price action, whenever we have seen the price showing an actual trend reversal, I mean, not a fake out like this, right? Actual trend reversal where we have continued the rally in this manner, right? Slowly but steadily. If we look at this in a general, as I've already said this so many times in my videos, whenever the price of Bitcoin has decided to show an actual reversal, right? In that case, the CPR lines will also act as a support, and also it's a ascending CPR. In a downtrend, the same line will act as a resistance, right? You can see here. So what we want in our case, the price of Bitcoin in a monthly time frame to close above this or remain above this February top CPR line, which is lying around 40,400 price area. Why is this so important? Because if we, right, close the monthly, we still have a lot of time, but if we close the monthly above the CPR line, then that will indicate the next month CPR will start appearing somewhere like this. I mean an ascending CPR, because right now this is a descending CPR where the CPR line acted as a resistance, again retracement. You can see again, compared to the previous month, this was the lower CPR, here lower CPR. But if the price of Bitcoin manages to stay above this February top CPR line, then we could be forming a new CPR, which is an ascending CPR, which will also indicate maybe the trend might be reversing from there. So let's see whether the price of Bitcoin is actually going to remain above this 43,000 here in the medium short term, and for this month 40,400, 40,500 range. So below this line we are not allowed to close. And right now also according to this descending broadening wedge, since the price of Bitcoin has already broken out of this resistance line and also started this new movement here to the upside, if this continuation is going to happen, then we are well aware. We are also not expecting a price to see a movement in this manner. We have said there is going to be more of a range bound type of scenario and price slowly heading towards our target level. But for us right now, the most important target line is going to be from the CPR area. And this CPR line is sitting around 46,600, 46,700 range. And if the price of Bitcoin, let's say, is going to see a movement where we also get gravitated towards the monthly R1 line, then that is going to be extremely bullish scenario for Bitcoin. But failing to touch the CPR line, we don't want this scenario to unfold again. You can see where we got approached towards the CPR line, failed to continue in second time, saw bigger price retracement. If you go back here and also look from this 2021 April month, you can see here we always tested the green line, right? If you look at this, and this green line is the monthly resistance line with each and every month, and this only happens when the trend is an uptrend. But if you look at this one here from April 2021, we came across the monthly R1 line, but the price was not able to touch the monthly R1 line, indicating a sign of weakness. And all of a sudden you can see the price started this downward rally. So that is what we also want to avoid. To invalidate this bearish scenario, we have to come across this monthly R1 line at any cost. Otherwise, right, this was just a fake out where we formed this double top. If you want to look at this right? Like that. And then price again starting this rally towards the CPR area where we could be retesting the 40,000 range again. And this is something what we want to avoid. So that's why here in the immediate short term, we want the price of Bitcoin at any cost to stay above this 43,000 range. So guys, these are some of the interesting scenario I thought sharing with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, if you enjoyed what you just saw, then please hit the like button. And also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.